Always thought my family was just super superstitious, until I realized we weren't burying a silver key for good luck. We were paying rent to something living under our floorboards. Every year, on the first night of November, my dad would hand me a small, rusted silver key. We'd walk out to the old oak tree in the backyard, dig a hole exactly 6 inches deep, and drop it in. My mom would always whisper, "Keep the door locked, keep the peace," while my dad patted the dirt down with a heavy shovel. I grew up thinking it was just a quirky Midwest tradition. You know, like leaving cookies for Santa or wearing lucky socks for a football game. By the time I turned 16, I was over it. I told my girlfriend Maya about the key ritual while we were grabbing burgers. I laughed, saying my parents were basically obsessed with a ghost story. Maya didn't laugh. Her face went totally pale. She leaned over the table and whispered, "Wait, you bury it near the roots?" My grandmother told me about that. She said if you stop, the guest comes inside to find the key himself. I rolled my eyes. That night, I decided to be a rebel. Instead of burying the key, I slipped it into my pocket and went to bed. I figured I'd prove my parents wrong and show them nothing would happen. Around 3 a.m., I woke up to a sound. It wasn't a ghost, and it wasn't the wind. It was the sound of fingernails, scratching, directly underneath my bed. Then a voice as thin as paper whispered from the floorboards, "The rent is late, Peter, and I'm tired of waiting outside." I looked down, and a long gray finger, with a nail like a splintered bone, was poking through a gap in the wood. It wasn't looking for a key. It was reaching for my ankle. I didn't scream. I just ran outside, barefoot in the freezing mud, and dug that hole with my bare hands until my fingernails bled. The scratching stopped the second the dirt hit the silver. My parents never asked why my hands were covered in mud the next morning. They just handed me my breakfast and said, "Good boy, now." I never miss a year, but lately, I've noticed the scratches are appearing on the ceiling instead. Does your family have a tradition that feels a little too real? Tell me I'm not the only one living with a guest in the comments.